Welcome back, everyone. Connecticut CASA stepping up in big ways across our state to support young people in some incredibly challenging times in their lives. We started the conversation last hour talking about a grant program with FOX61. We are celebrating this organization, one among many, throughout the year as we give out some tens of thousands of dollars. We asked these guys to stick around because this is just such an important conversation. Josiah Brown, you, the executive director. Dwayne Jackson, you are a volunteer, and we are so fortunate to have you as well. In this last hour, 7 o'clock, we talked about the work that you're doing, but remind folks, if they're just joining us in the 8 o'clock hour, who are you and what are you all about?
So CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Children in the Child Welfare System, both in foster care and protective supervision cases. And our volunteers, as part of this proven national network, help advance the best interests of children by informing judges periodically and by getting to know the children, their family situations, their social workers, lawyers, educators, and so on.
So our goal as an organization here at FOX61 is to not only introduce folks to organizations like yours, but really to empower people to get involved if they so choose. Talk about the profile of a volunteer. If somebody is at home saying, hey, it sounds like they're doing great work, I don't know if it's right for me, who's eligible? What does that look like?
Our volunteers range in age from their 20s to their 70s. There's a 30-hour training that Dwayne could talk more about that now is done online. And then once you make the commitment to be a volunteer, it tends to be about 10 or 15 hours a month. And it's really an opportunity to make an impact on the life of a child. The children who have these advocates, on average, spend less time in the foster care system, are less likely to return to the system, and have better academic and behavioral outcomes.
And Dwayne, we are just so fortunate to have you on the couch with us this morning because you are walking the walk here. And I might just continue that conversation to somebody who's watching at home saying, hey, I'm a retired veterinarian, or I'm a retired mechanic. I don't know if this is the right fit for me. You got training. So if somebody says, I don't know what to do, talk about what that training looks like.
Well, the training, as Josiah mentioned, Keith, is comprehensive. It involves 30 hours of instruction. In the case of my cohort, my training was largely remote because it occurred during the onset of the COVID epidemic. So with that, our instruction was both online, where we would actually share our take on written material. Some of the material was also delivered through video.
Yep.
And then we would go offline and in our own time do exercises, complete exercises. And when we would come back and then share our take on what the instruction was all about.
Wow. It sounds like it's doable. It sounds like they'll walk you through it step by step. We want to thank you for the work that you're doing, and we also want to, and you as well. We do want to point out, we asked these guys to stay for 3 segments because we do have a very big announcement coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. FOX61's general manager will join us as well. You do not want to miss it. Thank you for the work you're doing. Tim and Erica, these are men and women who are just stepping up in a way that is tangibly changing the lives of young people right here in Connecticut. It is incredible to see.